Wayne and Darren, what's up, guys? It's finally gotten cool enough that I can get out and take a walk and not completely sweat to death. It's probably about, excuse me, 44 right now, Fahrenheit, with a little bit of a chilly breeze blowing, so not terribly cold, but cool enough that the bugs aren't out real bad. So, since today is the Saturday before Christmas, I wanted to take you guys on a little walk while I did some other videos and just make a little something for y'all and send you a little message. So we're gonna take a little walk and see if I can find a little spot that I want to do some stuff. You'll have to bear with me here. I'm trying to juggle this crazy camera and excuse me, our ground is not exactly stable right now. Had a little bit of rain and it's mushy. That's the bad thing about walking through a swamp. So I was just thinking, as I was planning on coming out here today to do this. Whoa! Holy crap, you guys just missed that. Man, I wish I'd had the camera turned around. This hawk just come out of the tree above me like silent death. He probably had a 6-foot wingspan. I mean, like a gargoyle coming down. God, I love those raptors. Sorry, distracted. Anyway, wanted to come out and test out some new kit. One being this new wool watch cap that I've got. I've got other fleece and wool watch caps, but this one's a new one. And like you guys, I like to actually get out and use new stuff, even if it's just a couple of times, to make sure it's gonna, you know, do what I want it to do and hold up and all that. So wanted to do that. A couple of videos to do, and while I was out here, I thought, you know, I want to make a video to you guys, and I'm doing it to both of you at the same time because I discovered both of you at the same time, and you know, got to know both of you at the same time, and I know y'all know each other, so I figured you wouldn't each mind if I did this together. So at the end I got a little something separate for each of you, but lots of fat lighter popping up. Ooh, did I say that out loud? I'll just go ahead and tell you, you'll probably both be getting belated Christmas presents. I've got some stuff I want to send you. Just because, no particular reason. Wayne, yours will show up when you least expect it. Darren, I need to get your address so I can send you your present. But I found both of y'all's channels this time last year, believe it or not. Because it was this week, it wasn't today. It was actually Christmas Day and a couple of days after Christmas Day, because I'm just going to show you a little bit here while I'm talking. Christmas Day last year, I came down with probably the nastiest case of the flu that I think I've ever had. And I was in bed dying with fever and hurting and sick. Once I finally got to the doctor and got on some Tamiflu and started feeling a little bit better, all I could do was lay in bed or on the couch out in my workshop and across the creek and watch y'all's videos. So y'all actually entertained me throughout me being sick with the flu, Christmas Day and up through New Year's of last year. So y'all gave me a Christmas present and didn't even know it. So I wanted to make this real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to spot. I think I'm gonna camp right here real quick. So I should have started recording back when I first left the house, but I was halfway where I wanted to go before it dawned on me. Let's make this video. Let me get set up real quick and I'll finish what I was saying. Hold on. Alright. So, after a little bit of work, I decided to switch locations and bring you over here. I ended up doing it real quick. I had to clear out a little brush and the ground's real wet, so I made me a little impromptu dry seat. And we've got a nice little beachhead here on the creek, so we're gonna set up right here and give you a little talking to. Let me make sure you're in the picture there. Oh, can you see me? There, you're seeing more of my legs than my head. Not that you want to see my ugly mug, but let's raise her up ever so slightly there. Let's try that. Oh, dry spot. Hey, there we go. Now you can see me. All right. So, you'll have to pardon me, but all this moving and working, the wool watch cap's got to come off. It's going to work just fine in cold weather. It ain't going to work out here when it's just moderate weather. So, because all good YouTube viewers always want to know what equipment they're watching the YouTube star use, I'm using my Becker BK9 in a custom Kydex sheath made by a good friend of mine. Vanna White. Okay, enough of that nonsense. I will tell you this. Somewhat in honor of you two guys, I broke out the MTP smock today. And of course, got to have Old Glory on there, but also had to put the old Union Jack on there too, courtesy of Wayne, representing my British brothers. So there you go. I love this smock. Unfortunately, up moving around, it's even kind of warm in this, and I've got the armpits zipped open to ventilate some. So, but it works really good in winter times. So. You can already see I'm sweating under here, which ain't not a good thing. So we're just gonna drop this right here. I'll probably end up putting on my my GI windproof jacket on the walk out, just because it's too warm, man. Hope you guys ain't got nothing better to do with your holiday or your weekend or whatever time it is you're actually watching this. So, why is my hat not going to fit? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Alright, there we go. Now I can actually talk to you in my head, not be completely. So I figured while I was out here and talking to you, I would follow British tradition and have a brew, if that's all right with you gentlemen. I'm gonna do it anyway, so it really doesn't matter. There's a trick to making this work, so bear with me. One of those tricks is you need to have a little bit of actual weight on it, which I obviously don't have yet. There. Now, a little bit higher. Not satisfied with that. Gotta redo it. Probably right there. Did I already take? Yeah, I did. I'm losing my mind, guys. Bear with me here. Alright, so where was I? Oh yeah. Sorry. It occurred to me while I was setting this up that back where I left the camera and everything at, that I had to go back and get after I got here. I left my little pouch that had my fuel in. It's one of those mornings. Tried to go back and get it, and then ended up having to take a little bit of a recycling break on the way back, and didn't figure you needed to see all that. So anyway, get this set up, and I'll continue with what I was saying of boring you guys to death. So yeah, like I said earlier, found both of y'all about the same time, and started watching while I was sick back in December, and kind of was what I used to get through feeling like crap for geez, a week, dying. That was some nasty stuff that I really don't care to ever have to experience again. But I really liked y'all's channels. Really, really liked them. It was kind of a nice change from some of what I see on some other channels. And I always knew there were guys over in the UK that, you know, were into preparedness and stuff. But I honestly didn't know that it was to the level that it is. So it was kind of refreshing to know that, hey, us Americans aren't the only ones crazy enough to be concerned about things. So anyway, you know, I've talked with both of you guys throughout the course of this year. Primarily just, you know, online, but I kind of feel like I've gotten to know y'all a little bit, and I hope a little bit of the reverse is true. But I just wanted to say thanks for putting out the stuff that y'all do, and for just being open to, you know, communicating with a crazy American like me. It's always nice to have people that you know are obviously like-minded and such to converse with and everything. So anyway, this year has been one of those years for me that's just really kind of been a I should have known it was going to be one of those years when I had the flu at Christmas up into New Year's. I should have known it was going to start out that way, but I was trying to be optimistic, have my hopes up, and literally it started downhill in January and never slowed up. So this year has been just one of those years that not a whole lot to look back on fondly with it. Now that's not to say there aren't some good things that happen. There obviously are. And I guess probably one of the biggest things was, of all the things that happened, was how much I learned. I can be a little hard-headed sometimes, I guess, and every once in a while God's got to tap me on the shoulder and kind of get my attention on things. So, you know, I suppose we can all say that at some level or another. Sorry, the wind's blowing a little bit. I didn't bring a windshield. Should have put that lower down so I could see into it without having to get up. But anyway, I did learn some things from all the negative stuff that happened. Got to know you guys, so that's probably a big highlight for the year. And out of all the loss through the year, there was some gain. Right here at the end of the year, I've gained a couple of new friends here locally that are very much like-minded and want to start getting together and doing some stuff. We just got to kind of finish out this year because it's always real busy for everybody, you know, this time of year with Christmas and New Year's and work and all that kind of good stuff. So looking forward to that. I'm hoping that 2016 will be a better year. But overall, like I said, I just wanted to bring you guys out here with me and have a brew, a little snack, and just kind of chill out and tell you I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the long distance friendship. I truly hope that one day both of you can make it over here and we can hook up to some level or another. And man, it's just a ton of things I'd like to show you and do and all that. So put that in the back of your heads. On to other things. As I was getting ready to walk out the door and head this way, my wife is trying out a new recipe of baking some cookies, and it's oatmeal chocolate chip. See how they taste. There's a fresh out of the oven. You guys wouldn't like these, they're not any good. Don't waste your time. I'd send you some in the mail, but you'd get them and taste them and think I was trying to poison you or something, so I won't bother you with them. That's one thing my wife can do is cook. bake, cook. If it involves food in the kitchen, she's generally good at it. And I was trying to pick a spot back here where the sun wasn't coming right in my face. But as you can see, I pretty much picked the exact spot where it's right in the face. And now you're going to have me either blazed out blinding you or in the shadows where you can't see me. So sorry about that. That's the sun wanting to do its thing up there. So we are almost ready. So what else? Keep an eye on things this year, guys. Both of you. I almost feel a little bit guilty because things that happen here in America had the potential to affect the entire world. Sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. And it really bothers me sometimes that so many Americans don't see that. Their vote or oftentimes lack of a vote can affect things all over the world. Who America puts in power can affect everything, not just us here in the States, but globally. It can affect you guys. A little Ranger coffee. A little bit of hazelnut. That stuff smells so good. Oh my gosh, does it smell good. A little bit of hazelnut. A little bit of instant hot chocolate. Makes for a fine cup of coffee if I do say so myself. Sorry, a little Irish side coming out there. A bloody mosquito out. Land on me. Spawn of Satan. So anyway, yeah. Stuff that we do election-wise, our leaders that end up making our decisions affect so many things around the world. It drives me nuts. Everybody relies on the leadership really of America and the UK. But the UK is obviously not as big a power as America is. And so while I think a lot of folks like me know that we've got you guys as our friend and ally and have got our backs, our lack of leadership can be as bad as making bad decisions. And with what we've got right now, it just it drives me mental. So all I'm saying is there's a lot of things going on over here that you guys probably aren't seeing in the news. It's stuff that's happening at a local level, even a state level, but all the way up to the national level. But there's trouble brewing here, okay? I honestly feel like we are literally as close to a physical shooting civil war as we've been since the first Civil War. Tensions are that high. Now, they're not openly being expressed, but they are quietly and subtly. And I think in some ways that's even worse than if they were openly being expressed, because people have got these feelings, but in the name of civility and political correctness, they're keeping them all bottled up. And you keep all that stuff under pressure, what ends up eventually happening? And if things go bonkers here, I know it'll affect the rest of the world. It already is. Anyway, I could get into a long diatribe about that, but that's not what I wanted to bore y'all with. That's hot. Yeah. It's good. It's hot. Why is it when you know something's hot, but it tastes good, you're going to take a sip of it, you burn your tongue, and you go, ow, that's hot, and then you turn right around and take another sip, even though you know it's going to be hot, because it's just that good. So yeah, some homemade cookies and Ranger coffee, and of course, way back over that way, other side of these woods, they've put in a new subdivision, new houses, and you can honestly hear that mower mowing grass all the way over there, and it's quite a ways. But when I was little, when I was a young teenager growing up out here 25, 30 years ago, there wasn't nothing back there. It was all woods. You know, I could just go forever and not hit anything, but can't do that now. Man, these are good. And if y'all hadn't figured yet, there ain't no point to this video. I'm just dragging you along to bore you. So I really hope you didn't have anything important to be doing while you're sitting here watching this. Oh. Oh my gosh, these are so good. I can't help but do this. And I'd send it to you. I'm gonna send this. I'd send this to you, Darren, but I don't have a way of talking with you like I do Wayne. But check this out. A video within a video. Okay. Ooh, that sun. There we go. Alright, so Wayne, you're on video of a video that's going to be going to you, that I'm going to go ahead and send you the video of the video now. Don't you love technology? So, I could use a little more cushioning on the backside, but you know, man, I couldn't have picked a better spot for that sun to be right in my face. Jeez Louise. See, that helps a little bit, but I'm gonna run out of battery before I get this darn video finished for y'all. send a little message to Wayne while we're talking. So, anyway. I don't really have anything new to show you guys. Just little stuff I want to test out while I'm out here. I mean, obviously you see the shelf. I know I included both y'all in a video about these. We've just kind of been overtaken by events. Haven't had a chance to really get these. We've got a couple of prototypes. This is a smaller version of the first one that I showed y'all. Just a little easier to carry around. I haven't even painted it or anything yet. It's just a raw aluminum. I'm going to try it out a little bit and it is a mind fry, my friend. It is indeed. Wayne, that was you just messaging me back. So wait till you watch this video and see. I'd send it to you, Darren, but I ain't got a way. We got to get you hooked up on some kind of messenger or something so I can send it to you. Oh, you know what I can do? Oh, I just thought of this. I don't know how quick you'll get it, but I know what I'm gonna do. Every once in a while I have a smart thought. I'll do this. Poof. Poof. You're gonna be a bollocks, aren't you? Alright. Two can play at this game. Boof. Let's see if this works. Y'all bear with me here. Anyway, haven't even painted it yet. Want to try it out a little bit, make sure it's going to work. Got that one, got the bigger size. I don't even know if we're going to bother trying to make them and sell them. We may just make a handful and send them out to some friends. My buddy, he has some acquaintances that have a big metal fabrication shop, and they cut them for him for free. All we got to do is buy the aluminum, and since they get it at manufacturing cost, it's pretty dirt cheap for them. So it don't cost anything to make. Add a little 550 paracord on, and there you go. So we may just get a handful made and send us to some friends as presents and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. I do like it though. After having used it, I mean, exactly like right now, this is a real sloped area by this creek. And even back further up behind me, there's not any flat level area, and you got all the underbrush grown up. And if you try to set that down on the ground, even if you can get it level, you got stuff hanging over it and crap dropping in your food and your drink, and it just, I like being able to get it up off the ground, and it's a little easier to have it up here. I should have probably mounted it lower so I can actually look down at it instead of it being up above me, but hindsight 20/20 and all that, so you know. Ooh, that's still hot. But it's good. So what else can I bore y'all with? Hey Darren, check Instagram. Check Instagram. But no, I probably rambled enough now about absolutely nothing at all. So I'll close it up and shut up. I appreciate you guys. I know we've never met, but believe me when I say I appreciate the friendship, okay? I've always been one that held that word pretty seriously. Darren, I don't know if I've ever told you this because we haven't had a chance to talk quite like Wayne and I have, but I know, Wayne, you know, my best friend and former business partner of 11 and a half years, out of the blue, back earlier this year, just sent me an email one morning after we had a big weekend get together and said he no longer wanted anything to do with me or the business or what we were doing or anything. Just out of the blue, no rhyme, no reason, no nothing. To this day, I don't know why. And that really irked me for a while, but out of it, I've ended up making some new friends, and I count you guys both among my new friends that I've made this year, and that I hope to look to continue for a long time yet to come. And I'm serious when I say I really hope one day you guys can get over here, even if it's just for a couple of days somehow. I really hope that can happen, whether it's this year, the next year, whenever. Just hopefully it's before we're all too old and decrepit to get out and do anything and actually enjoy it. Oh, it sucked to try to be out camping and be more worried about who's got the Advil and the Bengay for the sore joints than anything. Not that we're that far from any of that now, but anyway, I appreciate it. I truly hope you guys both have a Merry Christmas and you get to spend time with your families. And everybody thinks that being prepared and into survival and preparedness and etc. is all about doom and gloom, and I don't know, maybe you guys feel differently than me, but to me it's the exact opposite. I feel like I can relax and enjoy things more because I know we are prepared. I can spend time with my family and enjoy it because I'm not worried about if something happens. I'm prepared. I've made arrangements. I've got I've got supplies. I've taken precautions, etc. I liken it to somebody that'd be driving down the road in an expensive car with no insurance on it. You'd be scared to death the whole way of scratching it, having a wreck, whatever. But I've got insurance on my truck, so I just get in it and go, you know? Try to avoid wrecks at all costs, but I'm not worried that, oh my gosh, if it happens, I don't have that insurance to take care of things. So that's kind of how I look at preparedness. I can enjoy the holidays a little more and a little better because I am ready. Excuse me. So, again, hope you guys can get to spend time with your families this Christmas and New Year's, or whatever it is that you end up wanting to do. I hope to communicate with you all both a little bit between now and New Year's, but I know for this week, for me, is going to be crazy because we just have a lot going on at Christmas and our big open house that we do and all that, so I'm going to be running ragged, but I'm going to try to stay in touch with you guys and some others. But truly and sincerely, I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing what next year brings. So on that note, guys, cheers. Wish you guys both the best, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Take care. I love that sound of just the wind blowing.